Hello. I'm so happy to be here again with you tonight. So, today we're going to talk about the importance of personal development. The importance of personal development. So, why it is important? What is the benefit of personal development? We're going to look in some numbers. We're going to see what's going on in the industry in general, and we're going to talk about all things benefits and what is personal development, what kind of type of personal development, what types of personal developments that are out there. We're gonna talk all the things about personal development because this is something that we don't talk enough about. Our mental health, our continuous education, our continuous development. So it's something that we don't talk enough about. This is something that we don't pay enough attention to. Housekeeping, housekeeping. First of all, if it is the first time we're connecting, my name is Eugene Berezing. I'm a career and business coach in tech, and I help software developers and other tech professionals to find their profitable niche and claim the authority in that niche. So become the authority, build your executive presence, and become the authority in that niche. And not only that, but also to it will help you to get those high salaries. I'm also a senior iOS developer who broke into entrepreneurship, utilizing my technical skills, utilizing my experience in tech. So if you are an entrepreneurial soul, hit me up. I might have something for you. So other housekeeping items. This week we were talking about all things coaching. So I do have my calendar open for 30-minute mini coaching session. What is 30-minute coaching session is for? It is for you to try out coaching because you never fully understand what coaching is. You never fully understand the importance of coaching, and you never truly understand if you can benefit from coaching or not if you never try it yourself. Because I can talk about coaching every day. I can talk about coaching in my live stream, but this is actually an experience. It is different from digital course. We already know that. And if you have never experienced coaching, or if you are interested in coaching and you would like to learn more, you would like to try it out, I have 30-minute mini coaching session available. And these sessions will be available only for the next 2 weeks. After that, I reassess, and I don't know if will be available after those 2 weeks, or like we would have to. I would have to change the process. It will depend on my schedule if I have open slots in my schedule. But these 2 weeks, I do have availability for 30-minute coaching session. Who this is for? For software developers who are mid or senior level. Mid or senior level. If you are looking to establish your executive presence, discover your profitable niche, maybe you're stuck in your compensation, maybe you wanna make more money. You know that you can make more money, and you have technical skills. You have that foundation. So let's talk about it, and that would be actually a perfect opportunity for you. Also, if you are thinking about starting your freelancing business, starting your mentorship or coaching business, starting your service provider business, or you're thinking, how do I break into entrepreneurship? How do I break into entrepreneurship? So that mini coaching session is also really good opportunity for you to talk about it and see if it is something that you want to pursue or not. Hello, Rashad. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Everybody, say hello in the comments because this is a networking platform. This is a networking platform, and I really want people to network and connect with each other. And check the chat, check the comments, and connect with people who are commenting. And also, if you are watching, but maybe you're a little shy, you can also react and you can also check reactions. So, that's all about the housekeeping. Mini coaching session for 30 minutes is available. Just drop me the coaching, or just send me a DM and say, hey, like I want a 30-minute mini coaching session, and I will get that set up for you. So let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep the conversation going. So personal development, why it is important, what kind of effect it can have on your uh, career, and on your life in general. Because right now we talk about personal development, we talk about larger just than your career, larger than just your 9 to 5. So what is personal development? Personal development is when you grow as a person. You're working on your communication skills. You're following the videos that talk about spiritual development, personal development, communication skills development. Maybe you are in a coaching program, maybe you are in therapy. It is also personal development. So why personal development is important, especially for professionals in tech? First of all, I don't know about you. I don't know about your experiences, but if we look at tech industry overall in general, what we see, people who are on the heavily technical side, they suffer from the lack of communication skills. They're good with coding, but they're suffering from the lack of communication skills. Hello, Kaylee. Thank you so much for stopping by my live stream. So, and what is happening, then we have people who can communicate effectively. Then we have those insufficient or not necessarily healthy code reviews sometimes, because there's a way to provide feedback. I'm not saying that we should cuddle each other in our code review, and I'm not saying that we should um, walk on the eggshells, but there's a way to politely and constructively provide feedback, and have a conversation and keep the conversation going. But what we're seeing in tech, we're seeing a lot of, like, sometimes it can be a little bit much, and it can be a little bit difficult to communicate with other people. And we don't know how, like, a lot of developers don't know how to teach don't know how to teach other um, developers, and they don't know how to mentor. And Rashad said, growth begins when we start to accept our own weaknesses. Yes, uh, and it's exactly right. Our growth starts when we can accept our own weaknesses. So, but a lot of the time, we see super experienced senior snarky developers that is really hard to approach, really hard to talk to. Why? And it always grows on insecurities. Either from the ego, because, like, oh, like, I'm the shit, or from insecurities, because also in technology uh we have such difficult time to admit that we don't know. Hello, Jamal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Um, in technology, we're so busy. In technology, we are so busy, and we're so afraid to admit our that we don't know something, because of our imposter syndrome, that we rather do not communicate that or brush people off, instead of being honest with ourselves, and instead of being honest with other people and say, you know what, I just don't know. And that creates a situation in tech. So we have senior we have senior developers, we have people with really good technical skills, and what we're seeing, that uh, they're stuck in their growth because they're one-sided. in their development. They know their technical skills well, but they don't have people skills. They don't understand emotional intelligence. They don't understand their own emotions. They don't understand how other people feel. They don't understand how other people prefer to be communicated to, and they also don't know how to say like, I don't know, let's work together, let's figure out together. They think if they say that, they will lose the authority. So, and then we have a bottleneck in growth in their career. On the other side of the spectrum, we see um, generations of engineers and tech professionals who do not know how to communicate, do not know how, like, do not have people skills, but they're getting promoted to the leadership level. So, and now we have another batch of leaders who do not know how to communicate that, and doesn't understand the emotional intelligence, doesn't understand their own emotions and emotions of other people. And We have a situation when those leaders, they don't know how to build teams, and they don't know how to lead teams, and they don't know how to trust their teams. So we have a situation in tech. And this is why personal development is important, because when you when you pay attention and you develop yourself as a person, when you pay attention to your personal development, then you start developing your communication skills. And what is interesting, like from my personal example, so I started taking coaching probably at the beginning of this year. And it's interesting because my coaching was focused solely on business coaching, right? How to run business, how to start business, how to scale a business, all things business. LinkedIn as a, like, how to run LinkedIn for business, and not just that, but it because I pay so much attention and I'm so much focused on personal development, it did affect my professional life in a very positive way. In a very positive way, my communication skills are so much better. My critical thinking skills also so much better, because your coach will my coach, I don't know how, I don't know about everybody else, but I challenge people to think critically, because my own coaches, they would challenge me to think critically, and this is crucially important. So, and what it result into, like, recently I had an interview, right? And my interview went like exceptionally well. And also, if I look at and we look at the larger scale, we look at the statistics, normally people who are into self-development and personal development, either they're reading books, they're, other than technology, right, other than technical skills, they're reading books, they're investing in themselves, they are educating themselves on their emotional intelligence, on their leadership skills. What we're seeing, they're progressing in their career, either on technical track, on our leadership track. So uh yes, Rashad, this is really like this is really great example, and this is really great comment. I like absolutely appreciate you saying that. But then they uh then they achieve better success in life and in their career. uh, Hello, Whitney. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy to see you here. So I hope it is super useful for you as well. But people are progressing in their careers better because they understand their emotions better, because they're also learning how to communicate better, because a good coach will always challenge you, think differently, or think more critically, and that will help you with your career, with your profession. And not just on personal level, but also on technical level. You don't have to be necessarily a leader, or no leader. When I say leader, I mean manager, or you don't have to have people that report to you. right? You can be a technical leader. You can lead. You can show your leadership in your technical skills. You can be tech lead, or you can be the go-to person. Like, to be a go-to person, to be a technical leader, you don't have to have a title. You don't have to have a title. We have so many technical leaders in tech that don't have the title. Uh, Hello, Dwight. Thank you so much for showing to my live stream. I appreciate you. We have so many technical leaders in tech that they don't have the title. They don't have the title technical lead, but indeed they are technical leaders. They are leading teams. They are providing values. So we have the situation in tech as well. So, and not only that, but it also like it has a lifelong effect on you. So let me tell you a little story, because I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't tell you a story, right? I would be me if I tell you a little story. So I start investing in personal development when I was in college, and when I my first experience with personal development. So I was in school, like, to be a clinical psychologist, and I understood that I need to deal with my personal issues first before I'm seeing my patients. That was my clear understanding. So, and it's the first time I invested in personal development. It was therapy. So, and I would say at like after like this investment, like, it really set me up for really, like, to be a person of integrity, to face my own issues, to face my own emotions, to face my own problems head on, and start working on that, and be honest with myself and be honest with other people. So, and it was a huge, huge advantage for me, because if I never did that, it would be quite challenging to continue on. And with the coaching specifically, when, like, first of all, it was a journey for me. I couldn't find my coach right away that, like, was a good fit for me. That was um, that that would fix my problem that I had with my business. So it took me a little while, and took him like a lot of trial and errors. But when I found my coach, then you have this. I had this feeling of clarity. I had absolute clarity who I'm working, what is my offer, how do I position myself. Because, like, you can have LinkedIn and you can have massive connections, you can have thousands of people following you, but if you're not clear on your messaging, if you're not clear of what you're doing, it's really hard to move forward. So, and it really, really helped me. It really, really helped me. Also, I can attest, watching my clients' success. I told you before, like, that little story about my client that when she came to me, she wouldn't know how to operate the LinkedIn, how to optimize her LinkedIn. But right now, she learned them. Like, she learned the structure, she learned the framework, and she was able to do it herself. And also, just outside of even my coaching program, I see people in coaching that benefit and grow drastically. Like, great crowd here tonight. Hey everyone, hello Jennifer, thank you so much for joining. I'm always happy to see you here. Jennifer just finished my program. So, in my program, though, I don't just drop people on the floor after we're done. I don't just drop people on the floor after 12 weeks working together. I have aftercare. I have 3 months of aftercare when people can schedule what they want with me, and does not cost them anything. So, and it, it's absolutely I think it is great, because not every coaching program offers you aftercare where you can follow up or where you can get additional support after you receive coaching. Because after you receive coaching, it's kind of like, okay, but what is next? Okay, now I have this framework, now I have this system, but now like now I would like to go. Now I would like to see more. So oh Jennifer, so much best program ever, no sugar coating. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your feedback, and I really appreciate having you as a client because well you're still technically my client because you're in my aftercare, but and like seriously it was a great honor to serve you, and it was a great honor to work with you. So and yes, coaching and personal development can absolutely have really a long time uh, wonderful effects on your professional life and your personal life. Now I have a little bit time for questions. Thank you so much, Chad, for your participation, for being here. So now, drop me your questions about personal development, about coaching, whatever you have. Drop me your questions. Drop me your questions because I know you have questions because I had a lot of questions about personal development because when I started working in tech, I thought that my personal development was not as important anymore for tech. But it couldn't be more further from the truth. But and I'm so lucky that I was able to find creators who were talking about personal development, who were talking about leadership development in tech, and spark my curiosity and provoked thoughts about career in tech, about personal development, about being better human as a software developer. So, uh, if you have any questions, because it's a big topic, it's a big topic. Like whatever questions you might have, like what is coaching, like how personal development help you, how personal development can help me, whatever you might have, what other options available in tech for personal development. Like I don't know, like I had a ton of questions, especially like in tech, because I couldn't really marry two and two together. Because for me, tech was always about next technical skill, about next programming language, about next thing, next shiny new thing in tech that I would have to learn. Oh, wonderful question. What do you think about emotional intelligence development? Jennifer, it's a really great question. Emotional intelligence, it is absolutely important, and it's really important to understand. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, first of all, you understand your own emotions. You understand your own emotions, and when you understand your own emotions, it's easier for you to understand other people's emotions, because we emotions, this is something that we inherit from the early ages. Because it's interesting, a human brain and animal brain can understand emotions. Animals can understand emotions. They can't understand words, but they can understand emotions better than humans, because emotion, it's a early like they form at the early stage of development. And when we understand other people's emotions, when we understand that other person might be upset or irritated or closed down, not because it is our fault, but because their own reasons. When we can separate that, like, okay, them being mad has nothing to do with me, or when, like, well, like when I stand my ground, when I stand my boundaries, and it makes another person angry, then like these are my boundaries. And I think if software developers and tech professionals understood emotional intelligence well, then we would have so many good code reviews, we would have had so many more productive meetings. We would have had so many productive conversations and honest conversations, and we would have a better team culture in general intact, overall intact. So this is really important. I don't know why we don't talk about emotional intelligence nearly enough, because it's a big deal, and it's absolutely big deal. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Great question. So I'm going to wrap up. Like I said, my free 30-minute mini coaching session is available if you want to try coaching. If you want to try coaching. So, what you need to do is just send me a DM. You can drop me word coaching, or you can just say, hey, I would like to have 30-minute mini coaching session with you. So, like I said, it's a wonderful way to try it out. Like, try before you buy it. Try before you buy it. So if you're a software developer and you would like to find your profitable niche, establish your authority, or you are interested in business development, you want to start your freelancing gig, or you're a freelancer and you would like to increase your business, or you would like to do mentorship or coaching in tech and getting paid for it, or be a service provider utilizing your experience and knowledge that you gain. Um, Jennifer said, highly recommend. Thank you so much. Well, it was absolutely wonderful live stream. I absolutely enjoyed talking to you all. Thank you so much for your participation. Chat was absolutely fire. I love each and every one of you. And I will talk to you next week. So I'm going live next week, and we are going to keep talking about uh, coaching. And on Tuesday, we're going to talk about return on investment. Return on investment. Because listen, development is good, and coaching is good, but we need to understand what is it like, how to measure the return on investment on personal development, on coaching. Where are the receipts? What are the numbers? And then we're going to talk about how to transition from what we used to digital courses to tailored coaching. And then we're going to talk about, on next Thursday, we're going to talk about the prices and price objections, why we might have price objections, and uh, why coaching costs what it costs, and what like different prices in coaching industry. So join me next week. Join me next week. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.